What's up, Dragon Brood? I want to give everybody another shot today at mono green, though it kind of made me wonder if I should make like some day of the week just mono green all the time, because y'all like mono green decks and there's not a ton out there. That being said, I think right now it's got some answers to deal with mono red and whatnot, which is good. I think it can deal with some of the control stuff, which is pretty good. But I think the problem we have is it's hard to find the right combination of cards that work consistently. But I think we are close here. So we've got Cenote Scout, which isn't the most powerful thing on turn one, but it does give us a +1/+1 counter, which doesn't matter for some other cards in the list. Going with some Evolving Adaptive because this grows every turn. A couple of hard-hitting questions because we do have some other removal in here already, but I wouldn't mind having an extra one. Bristly Bill to help pump the team, which is always good if we're going to put counters on stuff. Flourishing Bloomkin doesn't really put counters on things, but the fact that it's going to consistently be larger does help some of our other cards. Quirion Beastcaller obviously works really well. Also a reason that if you don't have some of the other cards playing another Cenote Scout is probably fine, because it lets you get more counters on Beastcaller, which is super sweet. Sharp-Eyed Rookie, we are going to play 3 of these. I do like the fact that it's Vigilance and it's a way to draw cards. We'll just see how consistently we can get it to like a 4/4 or a 5/5. Now we are still playing some Archdruid's Charm because it does act as a catch-all to get rid of artifacts and enchantments as well, which is a pretty big thing right now. And Kodama of the West Tree, which does have reach, which is important, again against mono red, being able to block some of those birds that are problematic. You know, this Slick Shot, that guy. We are playing Ornery Tumblewag, and this is a little bit tough because I think these two Tumblewags could be an additional hard-hitting question and something else. I don't know what something else is just yet, but for now, it's fine. It puts counters on stuff, it doubles things, and if you have trample, all the better. We do have some Pulakrinos Reborn, which also has reach, and if we're just getting all the extra mana from something like the Kodama, we can actually just turn this into a big 6/6 with lifelink, which is awesome. We're playing a couple of Uvenwald Oddity. I wouldn't mind, again, maybe turning one of those Tumblewags into one of these. One, because, you know, giving you a big finisher to make it an 8/8 and everything else, something to do with that mana. But just having another haste creature after a sweeper is pretty powerful sometimes. We're going to play a copy of Thrun because it's just hard to deal with, and I have the mana. We don't get to play Thrun very often, so Thrun it is. And a couple of copies of Nissa Ascended Animus because this just does a lot of things that the deck likes doing, and we can often ramp up to this. Now, as per the usual, you'll want to watch to the end of the video, see all the crazy matchups that we get, and then at the end of that, if you decide you like the deck and want to give it a try, I'm going to have a link for you that takes you over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor, where you can download this deck, try it for yourself, or try a bunch of other sweet decks we have in Standard, because man, we've been having a bunch of bangers lately. For now though, wow, I gotta learn to talk. For now though, let's go see if mono green can handle its business. Okay, we're gonna hope to not draw much land the rest of this game. And we failed on the very first card, so this is gonna be a rough game. Man, I kind of need to keep it. It's not the card we particularly want, but it looks like this is mono red, so I mean, maybe we get to fight some things down the road here. Pretty sure I'm just gonna lose Beastcaller, but what are you gonna do? Hopefully it's just one spell that we can actually fight this infantry with next turn with the Archdruid's Charm, or we could be in a lot of trouble. Gonna Rage? I'd rather you Rage than Lightning Strike or Beastcaller. Oh, they're not Lightning Striking Beastcaller, though. That's weird. Okay. That didn't at all go the way I expected, but sure. And I guess I attack. Maybe they just have like what's his name? Oh, not that. Not that. I was thinking the vampire dude. Oh man. Well, I guess he's not a vampire, he's a human. The 3/3 guy with haste that gets bigger. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Get us a Cenote Scouts. Ooh, hard-hitting question. We kind of like that. Well, I already have the fight spell in hand though. You know what? I'm gonna leave that anyway. And attack. In the turn. We'll see what the opponent's up to here. I mean, more often than not, you're going to be better killing stuff before they have a chance to do anything. Yeah, that can just die. And then they're wanting to go to the attack step. We would like them to go to the attack step with one less attacker. They can almost get Squee back. Alright. So we seem to have navigated things okay for the most part. This needs 3 attackers to do its thing. But if I kill that, then they're able to get Squee, right? That's kind of how this works. Alright. Token doesn't go to the graveyard, so that's fine. I mean, technically it does, but it doesn't stay there. Alright. Man, we drew way too much land, but so did they. Yeah, they need one more card, right? Because you need 4 other cards. Yeah. Alright. So they don't have anything. Probably just a land in hand. Oh my gosh. This is not where we want to be. Alright. Opponent's at 5. And we can get a blocker out of the way next turn. I think that's it, y'all. And they know what's in our hand, too. So, well, at least one of them. The important card. Yeah, you can kill that, but that doesn't do anything. Because the Phoenix Chick can't block. Oh, that does allow him to get Squee. And Squee could attempt... Well, no, because Squee has to attack. I guess he doesn't, but it's not going to kill us. Alright. I mean, I guess we could always misclick and go to our attack before using the hard-hitting question, but we're not going to. Alright. Did all the things. Held off mono red. Alright, we're going to keep this one in hope. This one feels a little weird. Oh, this is one where we needed to go first. Not going first here is going to hurt a lot. But we'll see. Maybe they don't have a bunch of stuff to put that on. Oh, and they're just shooting us? That's concerning. Oh, because you have... Oh, nope, still just shooting us. They looked at our creature like they were going to target it and change their mind. So they're just telling us they have all the damage they think they need. Which they might. Honestly, that deck can do 15 plus damage pretty easy with double strike, too. Oh, they just had the all burn hand. Well, man, let us at least find a... Full of Kranos here or something. That would be nice. Did they just keep burn on top too? Because if that's the case, then I'm just going to hold up an Archdruid's Charm. So whatever they decide to put this on, we might be able to race that, honestly. Sure, I'll take 2. So weirdly, they're playing a burn deck with Demonic Ruckus, it feels like. Alright. You got it, fam. Still just going to play this. Even though we're giving them an extra turn, this makes sure that we don't actually lose to anything silly. Yep, you got a Swift Spear. No chance in hell, friend. This is exactly what we waited for this whole time. Got him, coach. We got all the damages. We're going to grow all this. Counter's there. I don't care. All right. Woo. Yeah, opponent just had... Look at it. Just the straight fire hand. They're playing a deck... I guess they just drew it all, but I'm assuming they're playing 12 straight up burn spells plus Swift Spear and Ruckus. That's crazy. But literally, we just held up one removal, and that's all we needed to not lose there. Okay, let's see if this works. This is a solid hand if we get to hold on to Beast Caller, but obviously there's a lot of ways Beast Caller could die. Could die to a Tiny Bones. Probably won't, but could. You really, really, really want to kill our Beast Caller? Looks like they do. Okay, well, this creates a different problem. Because now, man, I kind of want to draw a 1-mana thing now. So that I could hard-hitting question. They may take that, though, as and play a creature. So we'd have 2 blockers, and they'd have to get rid of our Beast Caller, but I don't know. All right. So we took that. Now the question is, how bad... You know what? I'm just going to go here. And then, I guess, not attack? I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have attacked with Beast Caller. They'd have blocked and killed... Yeah, I should have just attacked with Beast Caller there. There wasn't... The potential downside wasn't big enough to worry about. Well, there's a bad anyway, so it didn't really matter much. If we'd have used the hard-hitting question, they would have just taken the Archdruid's Charm again. At least this way we got Kodama down. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. Because now I think I'm going to hard-hitting question the bat. And then kill Tiny Bones. Oh, they have another plan? They're going to sacrifice it or something? Nope. Okay. Then we go here. And we attack and get 2 lands. All right. I mean, not how I thought the board state would look like at this stage. But here we are. Though, in reality, I probably should have put the counter on the Beast Caller because well, I was going to say Shieldred here. Actually was Gix. But had it been a Shieldred, we would have had a hard time punching through here. With it being just Gix, it's actually not too bad. Ugh, didn't want that, though. The whole reason we get the land out of the deck and skimp on land is so we don't draw too many. But sometimes you still draw them anyway. Sure. Cut down works. Oh, absolutely we'll keep that card. Oh, wait. It's not going to matter because I'm going to shuffle the deck anyway. Yeah. All right. And that. Sure. And they could attack and draw a card still. They could actually gain life if it's a Shieldred attack draw. Alright. I'm assuming they're just looking for a board sweeper here. So they're willing to go to 4 with more cards in hand, which would make sense. Or even just a Shieldred to block up. Well, that wouldn't be just enough. They would need 2. Well, you can get creature kill spells here too, though, right? Or none of them. Okay. I mean, the other reality is, too, they might have drawn some creatures, but because we have tramplers, they might have been too small, too. That could have been the other thing. But, yeah, we'll take it. Yeah. All right, sure. Any chance we can get the sequential order of... Well, that kind of works, I guess. I was going to say a 2-mana thing, then an untapped land. Untapped land. That's what we're aiming for here. Come on, deck. You're willing to provide. You are not. You jerk face. Well, there's a land after the fact. But hey, at least we got it, right? Now the question is, how much damage do we take here? Because it's probably a lot. Yeah, no blocks. Hit me with whatever. Why didn't they play it before they attacked? They would hit us for 12. That would have been way worse for us. I guess I'm just going to attack with these. So I have 2 3/3s behind. Not sure if it's going to matter that much. But if we can keep... This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8. We need to keep a 3/3 to be able to try to win here, I think. Alright. I mean, they could kill us here. Well, I guess we're able to block something, so maybe we don't die. But we're going to take a big hit. Alright, so that's 10 twice. With no rage. Oh, because I have to block with 2 things. If I block with both, can I win here? 4, 8, 9. That's not going to do it. But if they have a rage, we just die, right? Because rage is going to make that an 8, so it'd be 16. Yeah, sadly we have to. Okay, they didn't have it. Cool. Well, at least that problem's mostly done. Alright, so again, well, they also had life gain from that last one. Okay, so we're playing a different game here then. Go here and here. Attack. Alright. They still have a fistful of cards, and I'm sure they have the double striking thing, so... Oh, that guy. Ugh. I should have known that was in there, though. I shouldn't even be remotely surprised. Okay. How is this gonna go? Start here with a hard-hitting question. Okay, good news. Good news. Like to see that. Go to attacks. Put a counter on this. 3, 6, 7, 8. You block one of those. Take 5. Go to 11 and this. Alright. Trying to make sure I just don't die to some double strike trampling shenanigans. Okay. Let's see what those last 2 cards are. Alright, antagonize. That's might as well be a million. The fact that they're sweating what to discard. Okay, it ended up being a land. I was saying, it didn't feel good. Not gonna lie. Alright, that puts another counter. And now this dude won't die. But they can no longer give it vigilance, so that's the good news. So we're not worried about that. Right now it doesn't have trample. But we still would have blocked with the Beast Caller anyway. Okay, they're just giving up. Cool. I didn't really have to block there. That's only 8. We would have lived, but whatever. Counters can go here, I guess. Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, it would have been interesting if they'd have made a different first attack with the antagonize. That would have definitely shaped the back end of the game. Now, would we have died? Possibly? I don't really know. Like, it would have been interesting to see, though. Because it would have played out differently. But either way, we'll take the win and move on. Alright, we're going to keep. Did not find a 1-mana creature. I was hoping. Two Squirming Emergents already in the graveyard. Good to know. Yeah, that's fine. I was going to play Sharp-Eyed Rookie here, but it probably doesn't matter. We probably need to just get max damage. They do have 1 Emergence in hand, though. Nothing too scary that we're concerned about, which is also good. So I think what we're going to do is go here. And then go here. And this will allow us to max out our damage over the next couple turns. Alright. Hopefully they don't put anything scary in the yard to get. Jace, we'll mill some things. How scary is it?
I've already read your thoughts. You won't stop us.
I mean, I was going to say, they're probably going to max mill themselves, right? Yeah, alright.
I will shatter your
Okay, so we know they can get Titan. We know they can get Tyrant. Do we have a count on how many things are in the graveyard? Okay, 14. So they can get whatever. But that'll basically be their turn. They can gain 4, or they can gamble on what they get off a Tali. We can hit for 5, 9, 10, 11. Put them to 9. Alright, well, the things being what they are, here's what we're going to do. Get rid of Jace. Go here. And then it's up to them what they decide to get. I'm assuming it's going to be Titans, so you get 2 blockers and 5 life. Which would make the most sense. Nope, they went for a Tali. They got our Bristly Bill. And they got their Founding the Third Path. I would have went for Titan if I were them. I feel like that was the better play to get the Titan. Oh. Oh, does that just end things? If we get rid of the 2/2, because then they block, take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Alright. That'll work. I say that. Oh, alright. Let's see. They could have a... Okay, they didn't have it. Oh, they could have, like, Fading Hope or something. Alright. Alright, I'm going to make this plea I make. It feels like I make this once a week, because that's about how often I see this deck on the ladder. If you have a good version of this Squirming Emergence deck, please let me know. I would love to, like, hop into my Discord. Don't post it in my comments. Hop into my Discord, post it so we'll see it, and I would love to play it. But I see so many versions of this, and I generally only seem to lose to it if I have a bad draw. If I have anything remotely decent, regardless of the deck, I seem to be able to deal with it, which makes me feel like this isn't good, but I see enough people playing it on the ladder that enough people believe in it. So, I don't know. But this feels like I would have a hard time beating versions of, like, the aggro, super aggro, mono red, and that type of stuff. But I don't know. Anyway, just saying, if you got one, hop in the Discord. I'd love to see it. Alright, I'm going to keep it. I'm a sucker. Okay, if mono red's going to get us, it's going to be with this draw. Like, we've beat it a couple times today. I don't think we're going to beat it with this. Oh, well, it's not mono red. Not to say they still won't just beat us here, though. Same results. Yep, that's good. No blocks. Okay, they don't have a rage. They don't have a play with fire. Those are some bits of information that are good to have here. Now I'm trying to figure out what I want the next couple turns to look like, right? Am I going to play, like, Brushwag, or am I going to play, like, Bill plus Cenote Scout? I think I'm going to just play this. I guess I'll attack. I mean, there's a chance they have, like, Giant Gross or something, so a double block may not even be any good. Could just be more Audacity or something, too. No blocks. Gonna pump it up. Pump, Pump, pump. There's a giant growth, so they did have it. Okay, so yeah, double block would have been terrible. Things we learn. Okay, let's go here. And I'm just going to grow this and not even attack. I think we're just going to say, you know what? Everybody's just on blocking duty. If you have the cards, you have the cards. Yeah, if I just lose my whole board here, so be it. Otherwise, we just risk dying, so. If it's Rage plus Giant Growth, so be it. Like, tough life for us. Alright, they're going to leave us the Flourishing Bloomkin, it looks like. They're ordering enough to be able to kill 2 creatures. It appears. Oh, a Tyvar stand. Alright, I guess I'm glad I made them use that there. That wasn't anticipated. Oh, okay, so. We can do this into Bill or this into Note Scouts. Let's do this. Scout. If we find the land, we get to grow the Bloomkin straight up anyway. We did not. Don't think we want that. Alright, this just comes into play. I will just stay back. We can also now possibly top deck a land, play Thrun. There's a big 4/4s we could find. Full of Kranos wouldn't be bad here. A fight spell to kill the Cliff Spear could be good. There's a few options here. Basically, we have a lot of outs, but we just got to be patient. Especially at 8 life when they have a full grip. And they haven't used very many pump spells that we know those decks tend to have. The interesting thing here is if we like triple block and they have like a lightning strike, it doesn't do a whole lot for them. So same as before. If you got the cards, you got the cards. Yep. I assume there was something like that over there. Okay. We found another land, which leads to... Oh, no. Well, now we're probably dead. Now we're probably dead. Because they haven't been playing land, so I'm going to assume that that dude can just kill us. Alright. Well done. They got us. I mean, there's no way all of those aren't just spells, right? I mean, we've seen 2 giant grows. I mean, I guess they could be Tyvar stand, but even just Tyvar stand for X and then whatever the other one is still kills us. Yep. Alright. Fight spell? We didn't get it. Alright. If we put a counter on you... Wait. We doubled... Hold on a second. If we put the counter here, that would go to 6 counters. It'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not enough. Yeah, we're just 1 attack shorts. 1 attack step shorts. Alright. Well, they got us on that one. Cool. I guess we're supposed to keep this. Alright, let's see where this ends up. This is not the fastest hand to be against a mono black build. Yeah, I mean, I assume they just take Beast Caller here. But I don't know, maybe they want Bill. I have no idea. Because being real with you, I have no idea which way this game's going to go at this point. The opponent's also taking a long time to decide with their bats, so I don't think they knew. Okay, they took a Bill. I'm going to go here. Assuming that it's going to die, and at least Flourishing Bloomkin can be a larger creature easier. Bronco. Okay. Well, they could still kill our Beast Caller here. Yeah. They have a cut down. That makes sense. Alright. So we just go here with the Bloomkin. Probably could have played the Tumblewag there and had a 3-3, but I wasn't so sure. And they know half our hand at this point, and I have a feeling they want to kill the Tumblewag more than they do the Bloomkin. Don't know that to be 100% true, obviously, but it's a believable scenario. Alright, Gix. That makes sense. They're gonna saddle up the Bronco and get 2 cards here. One from the Bronco, one from the Bat draw. Because obviously you're gonna draw a card here when you got 22 life. That would be silly not to. Now that's good to draw here. Okay. Now we can do some things. Let's play the Tumblewag. We will put a counter on Tumblewag just so it can't be killed with a cut down. Go to attack. Use this to get rid of this guy. And then I guess they'll play their bat and get rid of our Nissa. And if so, we are okay with that. Don't love it. Obviously, we'd love to cast Nissa at 16 life, 15 life once they attack. Like, I would love to get Nissa onto the battlefield. Just start making 4/4s and 5/5s. Alright, Bat. You get to see our hand. I was going to say, to be fair, too, though, if they don't have the right removal card, Bill could be pretty devastating, too. Oh. That's a thing. Well, tough because we still don't have the counter, so I'm not going to bother with that. Or the land, I mean, to use the Nissa. So I'm going to put a counter here. Oh, I should have saddled that. Gosh dang it. I meant to saddle and forgot. I guess it makes our hand look like a weird bluff now, though. So there is some upside. But I definitely should have saddled and got at least an extra counter on the Tumblewag. Alright. Going to 12. Because they weren't likely to block there and give us the Nissa back. They might. Well, they didn't have the Bristly Bill. But, like, they might have blocked, but not really. Give us the Nissa. Especially since they hadn't seen if we played a land yet or not. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, really. They weren't going to block. Alright, there's a go for the third. So, ultimately, I guess we just missed out on 1 point last turn. So, that's not the worst thing. And it doesn't appear they have a cut down, and we got another fight spell. So, that's cool, I guess. Alright, we're attacking. End the turn. I mean, the good news, or depending how you want to look at it, is we never drew the extra land for the Nissa, so even if we had it, we wouldn't have been able to cast it. Though I was about to say, even without Nissa, this is lethal if we get a land. Oh, not really, because they're going to gain life here. Do I want to threaten to get the Nissa back? If we get Nissa, it doesn't change anything, though, so I'm just going to do this. Then if we get a land, it's still lethal. Alright, cool. Put a counter on you. We'll double everybody. And we'll attack. There we go. Found a way to get there. Alright, opponent's going first here, but we're going to keep this. This feels reasonable enough. Gonna go with adaptive turn 1 here, because we know we can grow it with the Beast Caller. Probably gonna play Pulacranos on 3. Unless we think they have some type of special counters or some such. Alright. Does Beast Caller make it? Does, and then probably immediately dies, but that's okay. Nice, and they used a Bitter Triumph. Good. If they used a cut down, they could still have some bigger removal behind. So that's usually a good sign when that happens. Oh, are we doing more Reanimator shenanigans? Alright. Well, they put a Squirming Emergence in there and nothing else. So we like that. So I guess we just go here. Though argument could have been made that we could have went Beast Caller, Cenote Scout. Could have been reasonable. Alright, they spend their turn, probably discarding something. Alright, they got a Virtue. We're not worried about Virtue being in the yard, really. Another Founding of the Third Path. Alright, still nothing threatening in the graveyard. So we're going to go here. Do they even have any other removal in there? They do have the Virtue, I guess, but I don't know if they could target that and play it. Maybe they can. And then here. And put them to 8. So now there's a few cards we could draw to make it 8 next turn. Alright, so just replaying the Bitter Triumph. Got it. There was one in there. I missed that. Alright. And put the counter on the rookie, I guess. Or attempt to. Alright, that's only 6. They don't have anything big to... I mean... Yeah, they replay that, but... We just kill it? Yep, that'll do it. And again, this is what happens to me most of the time when I play these Reanimator decks. Like, you get too many hands like this, or you get the thing where, like, you have a bunch of stuff in the yard, but you also have flipped your Squirming Emergence, so you're having a hard time finding a way to replay them or whatever, but I don't know. But it's weird that I hadn't run in this for a little bit, and then twice in one day. Okay, before we get into the deck, I do want to talk about a thing. Something that's come up is I actually don't, and I don't think I've even mentioned this here. I may have said something about it in our video to our YouTube members. By the way, if you're not a YouTube member, you get access to polls every month, you get access to extra videos when I make them, and you also get specialized help if you want deck help or whatever, so you check those out. That aside, if you have some bad manners, or you're BMing, or like, you know, you're spamming the buttons or whatever, win or lose, a lot of times I'm not including those in my videos. That's why you don't see that much of it that shows up when sometimes you see it on other people's stuff. Like, I'm purposely not including a lot of them. And then the 1 or 2 times I have, I just, like, blur the person's name out or whatever, and then I just report it. So, yeah, if you're that person, you know, the early GGs constantly and whatever, like, just know you're not going to get your time in the sun to be on the channel. And I would gladly put you in, you'd get to say you beat the crap out of PowrDragn. But it's not going to be for the world to see if you're just being a jerk. So anyway, on to the deck. The one thing, kind of what I thought about in the beginning, was that Ornery Tumblewag does have some benefits in this deck. It's not bad, but I do think it would be better served by being an additional hard-hitting question and or something else. Another Uvenwald oddity, you know, maybe another Nissa, just something else that's better in the matchups you're not great in, right? I feel like a lot of times we were winning with Tumblewag, except for maybe once. We won because it was a Tumblewag. But that's not to say we couldn't win because it was some other creature. But generally speaking, it's also not big enough to grow the adaptive. It's not big enough to grow the Sharp-Eyed Rookie. So having something else there could be good as well. Just another creature of size, whatever it is, right? If you want it to be that. But I think a hard-hitting question, another Uvenwald oddity, something like that could be pretty good. Another thing we noticed a lot is the 2-mana creatures pull a lot of weight in this deck. When we had mulligans or hands where we didn't have a 2-mana creature, the games were really tough for two reasons. One, they allow us to stay super aggressive, right? Like we can start pumping these guys and keep attacking, or they grow every turn or whatever. But the other part of that is you force the opponent to use some amount of removal on your turn 2 thing, right? Because they don't want to deal with a rookie that's growing. They don't want to deal with a beast caller that's going to move counters. Bloomkin, sometimes they can just jump block it so they don't mind. Like they don't want Bill there growing the team, right? So they're almost always going to use some amount of removal on one of these things. If they don't, then unfortunately when you do get your Kadama or your Tumblewag or pull a Kranos down, they're just dead. So now you're even further behind because you haven't really played a threat. Maybe you played a 1 mana thing, but then the other stuff just died, and now you need your turn 4 play to actually stick to do something, and you're a bit further behind. So I would say if you're going to mulligan, you kind of want a mulligan that includes at least one of the 2 mana things, or a hand that includes one of 2 mana things, or you probably want a mulligan. At least that's what we learned from playing the games today. So those 2 things I think are pretty important. The deck list we're going to make available, though, are 3 Cenote Scout, 4 Evolving Adaptive, 2 Hard-Hitting Question, again, could be a third one, 3 Bristly Bill, 3 Flourishing Bloomkin, 4 Beast Caller, 3 Sharp-Eyed Rookie, 3 Archdruid's Charm, 3 Kadama of the West Tree, the 2 Ornery Tumblewags, but again, if you don't have these, I would add a Hard-Hitting Question, maybe another Polar Kranos, but something else significant of size at either 3 or 4 mana in this spot. Then we have the 2 Pulokranos, the 2 Inwaldadis, a Thrun, 2 Nissa. I just realized we didn't get to see Thrun in this video. 2 Beseju, 20 Forest, and 2 Merrics. And if you want to see a fun, interesting deck with Smuggler Surprise, there was one that's been really hyped up, and it's a Jund deck. We played it the other day, and I kind of had mixed feelings about it. But if you watch the video, you'll understand why. But that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.